Welcome to ECCB Connects. This week we are coming to you from Hotel Alexandrina in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And St. Vincent and the Grenadines will host this year's OECS ECCB Under 23 Netball Tournament from 8th to 13th July. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank has been the official sponsor of this tournament from its inception. Before we get into this year's championship, Joseph Reds Pereira takes us back to the start of the tournament.
I was in Bastille and saw the bank, and it was a huge building, very impressive, very strong. And I felt that this bank must be more than straight economics in my own mind. And I went to see the governor, and I said, I think the bank could consider having a tie-in with a sporting event of the OECS. It was, to me, a natural match, the ECCB OECS sport. And to be fair and honest, I didn't have a tournament in mind. And at that time, a lot of people were expecting the sports desk only to be male-oriented, football and cricket and table tennis and boxing and volleyball and basketball. The governor was the one who said, well, there are traditional links in the leewards and windwards of netball families, people who have, remained friends years after they played in the windwards and leewards tournament. And he, in fact, suggested netball. I suggested the under 23, and it was a perfect mix. And therefore, it was the best sponsorship that I had achieved at the time. And the sponsorship was a well-planned sponsorship. The bank also gave $5,000 to the OECS Sports Desk for the running of the administration. So it wasn't, here you are, go ahead. The bank had the foresight. In those days, you didn't say thinking out of the box, but they were thinking out of the box long before some European or some body from the Western world came up with thinking out of the box. And they provide $5,000 for administration. That is good sponsorship. That gives you a chance to run a quality tournament that really meant a lot to the women of the sub-region.
This year's tournament will be held in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So we'll be chatting with President of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Netball Association, Doris McIntosh, and Technical Director for this year's tournament, Natasha Stapleton. We'll be also going across to Grenada to speak with the defending champions to find out how their preparations are coming along. Doris, Natasha, welcome to ECCB Connects.
Thank you.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines will host this year's OECS ECCB Under 23 Netball Tournament from the 8th to 13th July. How many teams will be vying for the championship title this year?
5 teams are participating, and we have Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts, St. Lucia, and host country St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
This tournament begins with a candlelight ceremony, I think on the 8th of July, but take us through the entire program of events.
On the Friday, we have the candlelighting and a cocktail at 7 p.m. On Saturday in the morning, we have meeting with team officials and umpires just to go through various aspects of the tournament. And in the afternoon at 4 p.m., we have the opening ceremony at the Annisville Sporting Complex, followed by 2 games. On Sunday, there's a church service at AFCA, and in the afternoon, games continue at the Annisville Sporting Complex. Monday, we have games both in the morning and in the evening. And on Tuesday, the girls will be hosted by the East Caribbean Central Bank, where they will conduct a development session for the girls there. In the evening, we have a social evening where the girls would be able to intermingle with each other and develop friendships that are long-lasting. And our finals will take place on Wednesday, where we have a shooting competition, and then the final game, which in most cases would determine the first, second, and third place winners of the tournament. And then that is followed by the closing ceremony. The teams depart on Thursday during the day.
Okay, so you have a packed program, and I imagine a lot of preparation would have gone into putting this together. How have the preparations been going?
Well, they've been going well so far. We have little hiccups, but we're trying to get them smoothed out. First, our main thing was that the court should be ready on time. So the National Sports Council, they're going ahead, power washing, painting, and things like that to get the court ready on time. And we have been, getting our invitations ready, the IDs for the players and the team managers and, all the officials and so on in the tournament, getting our scorers and timekeepers up to scratch for the tournament, and just trying to get everything.
But everything will be in place
Yes,
for the
of course
start of the
everything will.
tournament on the 8th.
Also, the accommodation, everything is in place already.
What can patrons expect when they come to the Arnoldville Sporting Complex?
Well, firstly, they can expect keen competition. And St. Vincent has been the country that has held the most titles for the OECS Under 23 tournament. And
So the pressure is on.
definitely.
And especially being host country.
Exactly. So I know that our local girls, they are pumped, they are ready to go. And the defending champions, Grenada, they're not going to roll over. They're going to come, and they're going to come strong. So I know that patrons are going to have an exciting time, keen competition. We may very well have some surprises for the patrons as well, but we want you to come out to experience it for yourself.
Anything to add, Doris?
Well, just that they come on down and support Team St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and maybe a team of their choice, but they should come out.
And support all the teams.
All the teams, but shout for Team St. Vincent.
Doris, Natasha, thank you very much for speaking with us on ECCB Connects, and all the best for this year's OECS ECCB Under 23 Netball Tournament.
Thank you very much for having us.
Okay.
Let's now go over to Grenada to meet with the coach and captain of Team Grenada to find out how they're preparing to defend their title. Hi, we're here in Grenada, and we're catching up with Team Grenada, the defending champions of the OECS ECCB Under 23 Netball Championship. And we're here with Kathy and Gabriel, coach of the team, to find out how the team is preparing to defend its title. Kathy, welcome to ECCB Connects.
Thank you very much, Shamalan.
Okay, Team Grenada, all eyes will be on Team Grenada for this year's tournament, as you know, you're the defending champions. How are your preparations coming along?
Our girls are really hard at work. We have worked on fitnesses. We continue to work on our strategies, and we are well prepared and looking forward to St. Vincent to defend our championship again this year.
I know your girls are in high spirits because they just came back from Europe, where they won the European Championships, European Challenge. How has that competition prepared you for this one?
Fortunate for us, we have a couple of players who are under 23, and they would be part of our OECS team traveling to St. Vincent. So we have a core of young ladies who would have traveled to Europe. So I'm really excited to see what we are going to carry. Now they have been exposed to playing netball at a higher level, and we are really looking forward to see how well they're going to mesh and what they're going to bring on shore in St. Vincent because of that experience.
I now have with me captain of Team Grenada, Cecile Roberts. Cecile, welcome to ECCB Connects.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Okay. Cecile, what should the other teams, what should the other girls look forward to from you?
The other team should expect high energy, full versatility. I believe that this team can defend their championship, and I wish them all the best in doing so. I also think that this team would bring a lot of good plays, a lot of high expectations from this team, because I've been there last year and I know what they can do, and they have a lot of talent. So it's just raw talent, and I wish them all the best.
Okay, what do you have to say to the people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines in terms of their support for the tournament?
Okay, I would encourage them to come out and support the girls. Netball is the only or the lone female sport basically in the Caribbean or in the world on a whole, and I think that they should give them some support, a lot of support, because they need it. As we know, netball is growing, so we honestly need the support from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I hope that they come out and support the girls.
Cecile, all the best to you and your team as you defend your title this year.
Thank you.
You're watching ECCB Connects, protecting our currency, developing our region. And now for this week's financial tip.
Making some investment decisions. Case your way to sound investment. Keep investment simple and safe.
To view any episode of ECCB Connects, anytime, any place, at your convenience, check out our YouTube channel, ECCB Connects.
We've come to the end of this week's episode of ECCB Connects. We want to say a special thank you to the management of Hotel Alexandrina in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Join us again next week for another exciting program.